What's up guys, it's Ryan and welcome back to another video. Today I am in Cochabamba, Bolivia. I just got here this morning. I took a night bus from Santa Cruz. Now we get to explore the city a little bit. I've heard really good things about Cochabamba. Not only is it the hub for the best food in Bolivia, but they got a whole lot of other stuff as well. So today it's just gonna be an introduction to the city, get a feel for everything. We're heading to the main plaza right now. So while we head that way, we'll kind of check out what the vibe is like. And then I think we'll also go into a market because I need to get a couple groceries. But enough talking, let's get into it. So we're on one of the main streets to this city here. It's Avenue Heroines. It's nice because my Airbnb is kind of right in the downtown area, so it's very convenient to everything. Just walking down the street so far though, I'm kind of getting like a mix of Santa Cruz and Sucre. It's kind of like a cross between the two. Has a little bit more of the city life than Sucre, but a little less crazy than Santa Cruz. And another thing I will say is the weather feels absolutely perfect. It's like not hot, not cold. There's like no wind chill. Because when I was in Santa Cruz de la Sierra, way too hot, too humid. And then even when I was in like La Paz, it was just too cold. So it's a great weather here too. And I'm pretty sure I read that online before coming here, so I'm not the only one that thinks that. You can see the buildings are a lot more modernized too, like I was saying, than Sucre. I think this is a mall up here, Fair Play. So that's why I'm getting that Santa Cruz feel, but I don't know, it's just, I'm already feeling like it's better than Santa Cruz. I like it here so far. I mean, I've been here for what, like an hour, but I like it here. Here we got some fruit vendors set up and some pastries, some fresh watermelon. Can never go wrong with some fresh fruit on the side of the road. We'll hold off for now though. We got some other things to do. Look at these public buses too. I haven't seen any like this in any of the other cities I've been in Bolivia. They're pretty cool. This city is awesome. Maybe my opinion's being a little swayed by some of my friends I've talked to who said Cochabamba is the place to be, but I don't know, so far I am seeing why they're saying that. And I really like it. Just the vibes, the energy feels good here. All right, we've been walking down this street for a little while, but now we gotta head this way to where the plaza is. If you're not already aware, every city in Bolivia has a main plaza area, and it's kind of where I guess most people would hang out. I know for sure in Sucre, because Sucre is quite a bit smaller of a city. I don't know, in Santa Cruz didn't seem like as much, but we'll see how it compares here in Cochabamba. All right, looks like we have made it to the plaza, and this looks pretty cool. It actually looks somewhat similar to Santa Cruz Plaza, just a little bit more like open, less condensed with like the greenery, the plants and everything. We'll walk straight through the middle of it and see what the vibes are. It doesn't look too busy. It is Thursday right now and it's around noon, so still several locals just hanging out on the benches like they normally do. Tons of shoe cleaners. Not a lot of other vendors though that I'm seeing. Here's what the middle of the plaza looks like. Some statue here. They got the water fountain and the cathedral in the background. This looks beautiful. And these vendors are all selling things to feed the pigeons. There's millions of pigeons everywhere. The more time I spend walking around here though, the more and more I'm liking it. It's beautiful here. The weather is perfect, like I was saying. Vibes are high. Let's go. With that being said though, we're gonna leave the plaza and go check out one of the markets. We're gonna go to the Mercado 27 de Mayo, which is May 27th market. All these places throughout Bolivia, they're named after a certain date, and the date usually has significance, so I'll try to figure out what that is. What happened on May 27th. Look at this, in front of me they got sugar cane vendors selling sugarcane juice. Pretty cool. Okay, I looked it up. May 27th is Mother's Day actually here in Bolivia, so it's a way of honoring the mothers by naming the market after them. I think we have made it to the market too. I think this is part of it. It doesn't look like it is on maps, but it's got vendors set up here. Pretty raw, authentic, local vibes here. See, this guy's putting in work on the shoes. I think my shoes could use some cleaning, but yeah, they're selling all sorts of stuff here. These ladies are serving up lunch, currency exchange. Okay, and the market actually looks like technically starts here inside. Let's check it out. Gracias. Okay, yeah, here's where a lot of locals are getting lunch and such. Looks like it's more of a place to get food, restaurant style, versus like an actual store, but we'll walk around it, see what the vibe's like. See, each vendor's trying to get me to come to their little spot. Kind of just sit down at a chair and get served some food. I'm sure it's very cheap and pretty good. I'm still recovering from food poisoning though, so I think I'll hold off for now. But tomorrow, the plan is to do a full day of eating here in Bolivia's capital for food. So we'll wait out till tomorrow. Okay, but I ended back up on the sidewalk after I walked through that market real quick. Here's they got more just vendors selling clothing and stuff. That market was quite small, so we're gonna go to another one, which is another block or two away. They have a lot of these markets throughout the area. The market we're going to now is called Market Calatayud. And I think it actually is more of an actual market where they sell stuff, not just like lunch and stuff, but actual produce that we can buy. So let's check it out. I'm surprised how busy it is here though. So many people are out and about, lots of taxis and such. Like I said earlier, it's about noon on a Thursday, so I would think more people would be working or in school, but they're just out chilling, living life. And just like you'll see in other cities, just vendors popped up on the sidewalk selling anything you could think of, nuts and everything. I did see something too online that mentioned that Cochabamba is a little bit less safe than other cities here. And honestly, I don't feel that at all right now. Maybe more time I'm here, I'll notice it more, but I feel very safe just walking around as a gringo with my phone out. Of course, it's the middle of the day, so maybe at night it's a different story. Okay, it looks like we have made it to the market area. It's pretty busy over here. Let's check out what they got though. Getting tons of looks. That's how you know we're in a local area. So here on the outside, they got tons of flowers, but we'll make our way inside. I may be mistaken, but I think this is the largest market here in Cochabamba. Let's make our way inside. Maybe this must be in the flower section or something. Here it's opening up a bit more. Got more tables and stuff serving lunches. A lot of clothing items here too. Nothing that I'm really looking for though. I'm looking for like fresh produce, maybe some meats. Here it looks like we're getting actually some produce here now. Yeah, chicken. This is more of what I was expecting, to be honest. Definitely smells the type of way though, walking through that raw meat. Not the best, I'll leave it at that. Okay, I walked around there in a little bit. They do have some produce, some meats, but to be honest, I don't know how sanitary it looked. And like I mentioned earlier, I just got over food poisoning. I don't really want to get it again. So I don't think we'll buy anything there. It was cool to check it out though. It's definitely a big market. So let's see what else we can see before we wrap up this introduction of Cochabamba. I think all these buses are in line for something. And over here we got a little liquor store with Singani. Singani is the Bolivian liquor from what my friends told me. More watermelon with a lot of bugs on it. But that's just how the locals do it here. I don't know if my gut microbiome could handle it though at the moment. Look at all these banana dealers. I've never seen so many. The other problem I have right now too is I only buy things with cash here, and all the cash I have is in quantities of 50. So the lowest amount I can spend is 50 Bolivianos. So if I buy like some bananas, for instance, that's like 4 or 5 Bolivianos, they're not gonna have change for a 50. So a little bit of a problem. I gotta figure out how I can get smaller bills. Other than that though, I'm really enjoying making my first round around Cochabamba here. I'm really liking the feels for the city so far. We're gonna be here for like the next maybe week. We'll see if I really like it. I might stay longer, but I do have places to be, things to do. I gotta go back and see my family here soon in the US. But yeah, I'm really excited to get to explore some of this city. I'm gonna be making a lot of videos while I'm here, so be on the lookout for those. With that being said though, I think we'll wrap up the video there. Got to see a good amount of the downtown area, and anything that I didn't get to today, I'll definitely be getting to in other videos. So be on the lookout for those. If there's anything you recommend for me to do while I'm here, be sure to let me know in the comments. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And other than that, I'll see you in the next one.